This is going to be the first in a series of tutorials for helping you complete the Simnet Word 365 Capstone project. I've already downloaded. There's a start file, and resources, just really one resource is a picture, and there's a solution file which I already have open. And I can make sure that it takes up a nice big chunk of my screen, and let's get started. The first few steps are the same as all the others. I already marked them done. I opened the file. I made sure that if it's in protected view, I click enable editing button so I can modify it, and it will be renamed to include my name. Let's check it. I already have it open. See, as you can see, it's named with my name, and I'm not changing anything about this. Then starts the real steps, which is to select the entire document and change the font size to 11, the line spacing to 1.15, and the after paragraph spacing to 10. So let's do these things one at a time. First of all, using Control A, I hold Control and add A. I selected everything. In the Home tab, font size 11, making sure that everything is selected. Then the other things need to be done in the paragraph dialog, which on Windows I can access from here, from this little paragraph launcher. If I was on Mac, right above here, there would be a dialog which will be called Format, and under that would be the item paragraph. And both of them will launch exactly the same dialog. Here is where I can change line spacing to 1.15 and the after spacing to 10 points. Okay, as long as my document is still all selected, it will affect everything. And save. Next. Then they want me to change the top, bottom, left, and right margins all to 1 inch. Now, I can do this manually, but actually there's two ways of doing it, because under Layout, where I can see the margins, I can either go to Custom Margins and simply enter 1, 1, 1, and 1. Maybe I should. Or, alternatively, there's already a preset right here, which is called Normal. When normal is 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. If I just select it, the margins have changed all over. Under View, by the way, it would make sense to show the rulers, but we can do that later. Here we can show the rulers. So you can see there's a 1 inch here, and if I click anywhere here, you can see there's a 1 inch, and so on. Save. Next. Apply the retrospect theme to the document. Remember, the theme is a collection of fonts and colors and so on, especially fonts and sizes for headings and things like that. So I do that under the Design tab, and I go to Themes, and I believe it's listed alphabetically. So retrospect would be... see, why am I not looking at it right now? Vapor purple. So it's not alphabetical. I need to actually find it. Retrospect, here you are. That's it. Notice that in the document, nothing much has changed, but future styles I will apply, especially if I go to Home and look at the gallery of styles for headings and titles, all those will be affected. But I'm not done with the Design tab, because they want me to change the custom colors, and they want me to change the color theme to Blue Warm. I think that one is alphabetical. And here you are, Blue Warm. So it's the same theme, only it changes the collection of colors for that theme. Save. Next, they want me to apply the title style to the first line of the document. And this is the first line of the document, and I will apply the title style, which I can see in Home, not in Layout, Design. This shows you what a title could look like. See, they all say title. But to actually apply title, I'm going to Home, to the gallery of styles, and find title. As soon as I roll over it, it shows me like a preview what it could look like. Save. The next thing they want me to do is to apply heading level 1 style to each of the bolded headings in the document, and they're already telling me there are 5 of them. So let's count them. Here, everything that's bold, like a bolded heading. This one needs to be a heading 1. That's 1. This one needs to be a heading 1. That's 2. College expenses is 3. Heading 1. Financial aid information 4, and see how it makes it jump to the next page. And enrollment status is the 5th one. Is there any other? Nope, that's it. Save. Select the first section heading in. How do I get rid of this thing? Doesn't matter. Select the first section heading if necessary and update heading 1 to match selection. So if all other headings in this style applied automatically. Sorry, we have to do one more thing before that. 2 things. We did apply heading level 1. We're going to select the first section heading on the first page, financial resources, and apply some changes to it. Actually, 2 changes, which I've not done yet. We're going to make it bold and small caps and change the font color to the 5th color in the last row. So 5th color, last row. Let's see if I remember. So we're going to go to this first heading. Now, where can I do all those things? Bold I can do from here, but I can do all those things from the paragraph. Again, if you're on Mac, you would look for Format Paragraph, pull it down, and applies the same thing. Here is where, actually, sorry, not paragraph, but font, same place. Again, if you're on Mac, you would go to Format, Font. Here I could go to the Font Launcher, and this is the place where I can make it bold. I can make it small caps, and I can change the color to the 5th one in the last row, this one. And I roll over it, blue, gray, accent, darker, 50%. Okay. Then, yep, blue, gray, darker, 50%. Did that. Change the after paragraph spacing of the first section heading to 3 points. So this is going to be done under paragraph. After, instead of 0 points, 3 points. Okay, see, I pushed it a little bit. And then they want all the other H1s to follow. So what they're telling me is to go to heading level 1, select the first section heading if necessary, and update heading 1 to match selection. All other headings will be matched. So how do I do that? I go to heading 1, here, the style, under the Home tab. I right-click, and I ask it to update heading 1 to match selection. And it updated all of them. See how it did all the heading ones. And then, of course, I'm going to save. The next thing to do is step number 4, which is to apply and customize bullets, but I think we're going to do that in the next part. See you in part 2, step number 4.